Today we're learning how to solve problems using multiplying facts. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to give you a picture here that has four different numbers in it. So we've got 4, 5, 8, and 7, okay? And I'd like you to find all of the products of these numbers. Well, I'm going to do it, but just listen along. So all the products means all the answers to multiplying sentences. So a product, this is an important thing. A product is the answer to a multiplying sentence, okay? Just like the sum is the answer to an adding sentence, the product is the answer to a multiplying sentence. So we're going to work out all of these products. So we've got 4 times 5 equals 20, so that's the first one. So we've used this one and this one together, so now we'll do 4 times 8. Then 4 times 8 equals 32, and then 4 times 7 equals 28. All right, so we've used 4 and all three of these. So now we'll move on to 5. Now we've already done 5 times 4 because we did 4 times 5, so we don't need to do that one. So we'll do 5 times 8 and 5 times 7. So 5 times 8 equals 40, and 5 times 7 equals 35. And then the last one, we've done 8 times 4, 4 times 8, we've done 8 times 5, 5 times 8, so the only one left to do is 8 times 7, and that is equal to 56. Okay, so we've worked out all of the products that we could have here in our little puzzle. All right, now what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to give you the products and ask you to figure out which numbers would go in the puzzle. Okay, so if the products were, for example, 24, 35, 30, 28, 42, and 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this time we're going to be working with 24, 35, 30, 28, 42, and 20. All right, so the way to figure out what's in the puzzle is to work out what factors these numbers have in common. So I'm going to focus on 30 and 35 first. Okay, both of these have a factor of 5, right? Oh, so does 20 actually. So I'm going to focus on these ones. So all of those have a factor of 5. 5 goes evenly into all of them. So I'm going to, it's a bit of a guess and check exercise, but I'm going to put a 5 in my puzzle to start with. Okay, now 5 times 7 is 35. So if I put a 7 in here, and 5 times 6 is 30. So I'll put a 6 in here, and 5 times 4 is 20. Now, hopefully, all of the rest of them will work themselves out. So I've done 5 times 7 equals 35. Okay, and I've done 5 times 6 equals 30, and 5 times 4 equals 20. Okay, now I've got 24, 28, and 42, and I've got to see if those work. So I'm thinking about 24. 4 is a factor of 24. I know that, and it's 4 times 6, so does that work? Yeah, I've got a 4 and a 6, so that would work here. 28, oh, I know 4 is a factor of 28 too. That's 4 times 7. So 4 times 7, that works. And the last one should be, the only one I haven't done is 6 times 7. And that's right, 6 times 7 is in fact, oh, what have I done here? 6 times 7 is equal to 42. All right, so I started with figuring out one of the numbers that was in by knowing my factors and then trying to put them in. Now sometimes you'll guess something and you'll be wrong and then you'll have to restart over, but it's a guess and check game to see what numbers would fit in the puzzle. Okay, we'll do one more before I send you on your way. All right, this time I've got 42, 14, 10, 12, 35, and 30. And I got to think about what factors go into these numbers. Now, I think the best thing to do is to start with something that you do know. Now, there's a few things here that are jumping out at me. 10's jumping out at me because 10, the only thing that I can think of that goes into 10 is a 5 and a 2. And 35 is jumping out at me because I know that the only factors of 35 are 7 and a 5. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put 10 equals 5 times 2. And I'm just going to put a 5 and a 2 in here to get started. Where are my shapes? So 5 and a 2. Okay? Because I know, do you know what? 10, that's the only way that that's working. Okay? And 35 again, I know that 35 is equal to 7 times 5. So I've already got my 5 here, so I must have to put a 7 in here somewhere. All right. Oh, that's good. 2 times 7 is 14, which I have here. Okay. Now I've just got, I've got 12 here. And I've got 2 here, so that must be 12 times 6. Sorry, not 12 times 6, 2 times 6. Oopsies. So 2 times 6, so maybe I'll put a 6 in, and then this should work itself out. Yes, 30, I've got a 5 and a 6 equals 5 times 6, and 42, just like we had over here, 6 times 7. Okay, so it's just using your numbers, your products, and figuring out which factors go into those numbers to work out the questions. Okay, I'll just give you 3 puzzles to work out today. Good luck!